Save the Dog, also known as Go for Broke, is a Disney film from 1988. This is directed by Paul Aaron, and it's written by John McNamara and Harris Orkin, with the cast including Cindy Williams, Katherine Helmond, Tom Poston, Charlotte Rae, and various others. And Cindy Williams plays a character called Becky. Becky's dog becomes sick, and she has to try and save him. And that means finding money quickly. And that, it feels like it should be a heavy emotional narrative. The dog is sick, we need to save him. But it feels quite light-hearted. But for me as a pet owner, my cat is my life. And the situation is painfully real for anybody who ever fears the rising costs of operations and pet care. Pet insurance is amazing, but it's still, well, very limited at the same time. So it just made me feel uneasy, and it's a very heavy topic. And the idea of the dog being sick, and that if she doesn't raise the money, the dog, well, who knows what could happen to the dog. So I just found it to be a little too flippant and light-hearted for the narrative. And that's unusual for Disney. Usually Disney tugs at the heartstrings when it comes to animals and really makes things a lot more moving, and that just wasn't the case here. And I just don't think the tone worked very well. Not that I wanted it to be miserable, but I think it needed a much better balance. There's a little bit more to the narrative than that, but it didn't work as a story. I don't think it was fascinating. I don't think the tone was right at all. Maybe there's an audience for it if you're not really that bothered about animals, but you like the concept of the film and you're not going to be too emotional watching it. As I said, it's not emotional, but if it makes you think about your own pet's mortality while watching a light-hearted film, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me at all, and I don't think the narrative works well. On the flip side, Becky is a decent enough protagonist. The performances in the film are all good. The camera work is good, the lighting is good, the music is absolutely fine as well. So there are some aspects that I can praise, but in general, Save the Dog just doesn't work as a story. I don't think the tone is right, and even if it was, the key plot points are not that engaging. It's ultimately not a decent film, and I don't really recommend it.